Hello everyone, this is going to be part number 22 of a dragon, and today going to start making stitches for the body. So today going to make a few stitches for the body of a dragon. I think about 3 or 4 stitches of I mentioned at first it's going to be 5x5, but it's actually a 5x6 stitch. So I'm going to make a few stitches of 5x6 stitch. Also, in the first few minutes of the video, I changed the colors from this dark maroon into this light maroon. Also here, from dark maroon to a lighter color of maroon. So basically, if you want to, it's better for you to watch, to go to the description and check out the most important minutes. I'll write the most important minutes for you to watch, and so that you don't need to watch all the video from start to finish. And basically, if you don't want to change these colors, just make them a few 5x6 stitches on yourself, and that's pretty much it for this part. It's nothing very unusual, except from the first few minutes that I change from the 2 colors here. It's pretty important for you to understand how to do it, because in the next few parts you're going to do it a lot. And also, of course, you can always ask me the questions and I'll try to reply as soon as possible. So let's begin. Okay then, so we've got on the body and going to start making stitches for the body. And first thing is this wire going to be on for a long time, up to the end of the tail. So if you really want, I don't know, but maybe you can get rid of this wire, but I'm not 100% sure. So if you cut the wire and then something goes wrong, don't blame me. If you want, just keep the wire. I'm going to keep the wire. And what I want really first to do is you can see that on my dragon I have here two different maroons color. So here is a light maroon color here, and then 2 dark maroons over here. And I checked on my supplies, and my dark maroon is out of strings, and I don't have any more dark maroon. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the dark maroons on this side and then this side. So how I need to first explain to you what's going on. So basically I can keep this maroon and make more stitches, but at the end this maroon and this maroon, see this one is going to be over here at the next stitch. So you can see that this one is actually on this side. So this string is responsible, this dark maroon string is responsible to this side, you can see. And of course this dark maroon is responsible to this side, to this maroon strings. So in short, I need to change these because eventually we're going to finish, and I don't want to finish to get them finished at the middle of my body. So I need to so it seems logical to change them right now. So you don't need to do it right now, but it's important for you to watch what I'm doing, because you're going to do it a lot of times during the body. because you'll get so at a certain point you'll get one of the strings you'll have of your body will be too short, and then you'll get to the problem that I have currently right now, that you want to switch strings from short to a long string. So I'm going to demonstrate how to change this dark maroon and the other dark maroon. Sorry for I speak very fast sometimes. So this one and this one. So what I need to do first is I'm going to do a simple step. So we're going to take this string and repull it on one side and one step. So you can see I'm just undoing one of the loops. So it's still halfway through the stitch, almost at the end, so like that. And the same on the other string. So excuse me for this wire is going to be very long, so sometimes I need to make sure that it's not disrupt. How you say it? It's very long, and sometimes it keeps getting some things out of my way. I'm speaking rubbish. Okay, so what I did is I take this string and repull it one step. So now we have free space over here. That's what we wanted to do. And the same thing goes on the other side. So we want to take this one, so this string, this one, and take it through, and now do the same stuff. I want to check for a few seconds. This one is also dark. Oh, it's very long, and the other one, but I wanted to check also. Just wanted to check if this is also a dark maroon. Just checking if it's long enough. It's pretty long. Okay, so never mind. So what I wanted to do right now is to change maybe another two strings, because I thought maybe it will be too long, but maybe later. I don't think it's necessary for us right now. So I took this maroon and made it move one step. So now we have this side is free for for adding a new string, and the other one that is on the other side, this one, we have a free space. So what we want to do is to add a new string. So okay, where is my new string? Here's it. Give me a second. Okay, this is my new string, and what I'm going to do is to replace the old strings, these two, to the new strings, to the new string. But this one is going to be only one string. So what we're going to do is half of this string will be over here, and half of the string will be here. So what we're going to do is just putting it through here and then through there to the other spots. I'm going to do this all the time. Not all the time, but a lot of the times. So over here. So let's first put it from here. So I need first to move it a little bit. Okay. We need to now change. So putting the new string over here, and then we'll come back and put it to the other spot over there. You can see what I'm doing here right now is I'm switching the new strings. You can see that this was the old string, and now we added the new string, this one. And I need to put it also over there. So first, somehow I need to move this wire. And now I'll take my needle and giving that string some beginning for adding the string. So we added only one new string. So this is the one new string, and I'm putting it directly to the other side. This can take a few seconds. With a camera it takes even more, but normally it takes a few seconds. Okay, let's make a few more pushes. Okay, I think it's alright now. Okay, so I put my new string also on the other side. So this is a little bit complicated, but this how we do it. Eventually you'll it's pretty logical. I don't think that you need to. Maybe I'll make a tutorial of it. If you really need, you can ask me. You can ask me, and let's just pull all the strings and think it'll be fine. At least for me. I'll need to change this one also to move it. This guy is a little bit not in place. need to keep these strings in order, because then it will be impossible for us to know what is what. So it's important for us to get things in order. So this purple string was supposed to come on the other side, and it doesn't like it. Now he's liking it. Okay, he gave me a like, thumbs down or thumbs up, whatever you choose. But at least for me, it's done, at least for now. Okay, so now I'm just putting the new string. So you can see the new string now is going to be from here up to here. So, and these two, the two old strings, I'm just going to be setting in the center of a stitch after the new stitch. I'll put them inside the center, and maybe we will use them later on. We will check. So don't cut them right now. Just leave them until we won't need them anymore. But maybe in another few more parts. Not right now. So we're not going to cut them right now on this part. So 15 minutes took me just for showing you guys how to change this changing the new string, but I think it's worth it. I don't know how to say it, pronounce it. Okay, it's just finding the center of a string. This is the main job now. Okay, I've done almost. Okay, I think it's good. And now that everything is prepared for the new stitch, I'm going to make the new stitch. So just a few seconds, I'm going to show you again how I did it. So mainly I change, so this and this string was this one. So this old string was over here, and then I moved it one loop, and then so I moved it, I change it over here, just removing, like taking this one and remove like that, and then do the same thing on the other side and the opposite side, so this one, and then I had free space to add a new string. So this here and here I had free space to add a new string, so I added a new string and put it from here up to here. And now I'll have, so the main reason I did it because I want to have, instead of these dark maroons, so this is a dark maroon and this is also a dark maroon loop, so instead that we will have now the same color as this maroon, so light maroon. That's the main reason that I made it. So then it seems logical, because I don't have, said it at the beginning, I don't have too much dark maroons now, so that's why I did it. You can ask me again in the comments. You can ask me whatever you want about it. why I don't know. And never mind that. Again, if you want, you can ask on the comments why I did it or how I did it. Maybe if you want, I'll add a small tutorial about how to do it, how to change the new strings, and it's very crucial. It's very important for you to understand it, because we're going to do it a lot of times during the body of a dragon. And okay, now let's just start making a new stitch, a new square 5x5 stitch. So a long time I never did it. Maybe even few good months, and even a year, no? Because I was making the legs and the wings all this year, I think. And try to keep in mind that this one is not going to be woven, because this is the old string that I replaced. Now I'll be using a lot this needle, because I like it. It's very easy for me to weave stuff with it. And next string will be this one. So first string is a little bit, it's hard for you to see. I'm sorry for that. It's just a matter of fact that the first stitch is the combined stitch of the wings and the legs. So you see many stuff here, the legs, the wings, and that's natural, because we just finished the wings and the legs. So we can't remove them. If we remove them, it would be stupid. And also I added the new strings, so this is also a small small bonus for you for not understanding maybe what I'm doing right now. But what I'm doing is just making a new stitch, a 5 by something, I don't know how many even. I think it was a 5 by 5 stitch, not quite sure, but we will see when you finish the stitch. And probably you don't even hear me right now, but never mind. maybe I'll hear myself in the future. It's also an advantage. I think I missed one string. Or maybe not. Two, three, five. Why am I stupid? I'm so stupid. Why I have here 3 strings and over here I have, here is it. Okay, so I missed one string. I'll just add it here. Don't think I'm going to remake this part this few seconds, because it's barely a stitch. You'll see at the end, and you probably will understand what I've done. If not, you can always ask me. Okay, so I need to change just this one. So instead, here, I need to put it in between the 2 maroons. No, even. Yeah, okay, so I think I'm right. Okay. So, okay. I just checked if this purple is in between the 2 maroons, because usually you have two purples in between 2 maroons. But it's fine. I just checked the last stitch, and the last stitch told me that he's fine. So okay, total mess here. I'm sorry. but you'll have the same situation. So it's hard, I know. And it's even harder for me to show you how to do it, because the wire is very long and I need to show you guys from my own camera and not from my eyes, and a lot of stuff why it's hard for me to show. But I try to do my best. And also long strings usually tend to get distract from other objects on my room, and then sometimes they go like that, so sorry for that. So I have last two strings here and two strings here, and let's start with this one. Had some problem with a paw. Just fixed. We pulled the strings there. And last string on the left right side. It's going to be fine here. Almost finished. Not almost finished, but halfway through. Okay, now we just need to do the other side. So I line it up 90 degrees and starting to weave the other side. Let's make sure that the old string here won't bother us, so we want to move it to the center. So earlier we talked about that old string, this one, the one that I'm holding right now, this one, and the other one too, the other side. Just putting them in the center, so it's not going to bother us too much. So this one also. This is the second old string. So putting them to the center and weave them goodbye. So we'll say goodbye to them up to, I don't know, part maybe, depends, but in another few parts we'll go back to them, maybe even not, depends. And you can see now this is the new string, and this is also the new string. What's this one? Okay, so this one is also the same color as this one supposed to be. So let's just ignore that. I just was thinking maybe this one is not the same color as this one, and it turns out that maybe I'm right, but I don't care. Maybe. Okay, let's just weave. Oh, maybe it's not even a problem. I think it's not a problem even. Yeah, I think it's actually quite good. But it's not the exact same color, because then it's like, I don't know how you say it. It's like giving it a little bit more interesting stuff. It's a little bit more interesting. Okay, so one string we have here, I did this string, and now I'm going to weave a string in between. So in between this blue, this purple and this maroon, this guy, and I'm going to weave it. So how I'm going to weave it is going to take my little needle from Mrs. Stark, and I'm going to do what I'm usually doing. I create the loops that we're going to put under. So you remember, over this string needs to go over this one and under this one, over this one, under this one, over this one, under this one, etc., etc. So just creating these loops, and then I can put it like that, and it's automatically will be over, under, over, under, over, under, over, and under, and then over, and then under, and then over, and then the last string is always a problem. Under. So all these going to be over, under. All these loops will be under. Well then, so just putting them under. So starting with this one, goes up to here, and we finished the first mess. We have left only 3 strings mainly, like the other 2 strings will be piece of cake. So okay, so next string I think is going to be this one, and I'm going to weave normally. So usually the right side will be, or the left side, depends how you start. So one side will be easy to weave, the other side, second side will be woven by my needle, my IO Stark needle, with loops that I'm doing to create the stitch. So I have another 20 minutes to talk for today, maybe even more, maybe never. I think if I'll finish an hour and another 20 minutes, and then I'm gonna make another hour just for fun. Just for fun. So probably going to make 2 hours this video. Let's weave 10 million string. And I want to put it actually from here, because I want to keep the wire at the center. So weaving like that, and then coming back to go under the weaving, under the loops. So here, and then here, and then here. And I want to move the wire a little bit so it can sit nicely. And right now I'm going to pull the strings. And this is good as for now. It's going very good. So putting also this one. He's avoiding folks. Avoiding forks. Okay. We need number 4 strings, and the wire is a little bit annoying. So, and let's weave the almost finishing the stitch. Also, let's just keep in mind that the old strings supposed to come at the center. So now that we have a center, let's move him there, just to make sure that they'll be there at the end and not go hanging around some stuff. Where is the second one? He's hide and seek me, I think. I hope he's not. Here he is. Okay, so I have what I did now is I moved the 2 old strings, these 2, to the center. So you can see this is the center right now, and it'll be the center also at the finish of a stitch because it's next to the wire. So the 2 old string will be at the center, as I said earlier. And let's now weave the last 4 strings. I messed up with this one was not in place. Okay, let's weave the last two strings. Now it's going to be a little bit difficult because now the stitch is almost done. So usually it's the hardest part to weave. So we need to get things ready before that. And let's try. Okay, and guess what? We finished the stitch. Let's now pull all the strings and we'll head on to the next stitch. Okay, this is very nice indeed. It's a very fine stitch I made here. And it's just in summary what I did is I made a 5x5 stitch. You can see a 5 strings here and a 6 strings, a 5x6 string. So it's actually it's a 5x6 stitch, and the old strings from the other stitch I send them at the center. So usually I think you won't need these two on your stitch probably, because hope that you didn't have the same problem I had with different colors of maroon that I had, and I don't have any much old dark maroons here, so that's why I changed these two strings into this string and this string. So that's it for the stitch. Okay, let's make now another stitch, a 6x5 stitch. So let's just make it. Let's now take all these, and because all these 6 strings needs to go over this purple and under this purple, so I'm just going to do them all at once and save some time. So like that. I'm going to do it a lot during these stitches because I want to save some time. So is how usually I do. This is how I weaving with strings usually. So but sometimes I get some mistakes when I do when I do this shortcut. You can have some mistakes weaving the other side of a stitch. So excuse me. The order was incorrect. Okay, now we need this one. Okay, we almost finished the first side. Now, another shortcut is I'm going to, now you see that all these 4 strings, you want to go with them over this one, and then under this one, and then over this one, under, and then over, etc. So over and then under, over, under, over, under, over, under. So all these 4 strings need to go the same way. So what I'm going to do is like the same way done with right side here. I'm going to weave them all at once, and this is my shortcuts. So usually this is how I'm going to do it, because I want to save time, and making a 5x6 stitch and the old fashioned and the without the shortcuts takes a lot of time. And if you got up to here and don't want to make the shortcut, you can do the usual way that we always do. So there's nothing new. So it's totally the same thing over again. So you'll see in a second what I'm doing. So I put all these 4 strings and put them where they should be. So this, if they went over this string and under this loop, and then over and then under, and then over, under. Believe me, that's what I did now. And it's going to save us tons of time. Now it's a little bit messy. We can't avoid a mess, but at least it's going to be a little bit shorter to make the stitch. So now you can see that it's a total mess, and now I need to somehow manage make the stitch. So what I usually do is just pull the strings that I need to go under. So one here. Let's just move this guy. And now all I need to do is to pull strings, and it will come back. And now just doing the same thing, and we need now to move this one, this guy, on the other side of the wire. So okay. Okay, that's good. And now we want to weave. So we need also these 2 maroons needs to be at the center of a stitch. So going to move them. Like that. Okay, so just fixing some mess, and now let's weave the string. So this string needs to be in between this maroon and this purple. So I need to get some loops in between them so we can weave. And now let's take this and put it through right inside the stitch. And we have made another string, and now do the same thing. Need to pull a string here and do the same thing over here. So next string is this guy. And let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we need to pull it through here. And now just taking the string and move under the loops. And point again the left side. And now we want to weave the last string, and it's got to be this guy. So one second, so we need to be in between this maroon and this purple. So okay, so we need to do like that. And stupid dog, annoying, always barking when I'm taking videos. I hate him. And sorry for his stupid noise. Okay, so done the loops for the last string to go. And take the string and pull it through. So import like that. Pulling it through. Now pulling a string. Okay, now it's in. And now just we need to weave the strings, and we finish the stitch. So let's weave the strings. Let's pull the strings. Now it will take time because each string is a bombastic stitch. Each stitch is a bombastic and huge stitch. but that's what you get when you make a dragon. Let's pull a little bit more. Okay, I think it's okay for now. And I'm going to make another stitch. I'm going to test some. I'm going to think maybe to make the shortcut, the first shortcut now, and then the second. I'm not going to do the second shortcut, and I want to compare how long I made the stitch to the stitch that I did before. right before that, this stitch, like the second stitch. So, and then we can see how long was both of them, and then you can compare, and then we'll take the minimum amount of time that to make a stitch, and we will do it for all the stitches. Okay, so like we done in the previous time, I'm going to take the string, weave it and then do the shortcut, first shortcut. So take all the other strings, all the 6 strings, and they all need to go over under, so just taking and putting them over and under. Okay, so this is the first shortcut, and the second shortcut I'm not going to do. So for this stitch, because I want to compare how long it's going to be, and so we're going to weave normally now. And also in a few more, next stitch we're going to cut the 2 strings here. So it just was for hanging these inside, so it won't fall apart. So now it's well attached, so there's no purpose to hold them, to keep them there. Okay, so now let's just make our normal way to do it. So one at a time. Okay. Let's take this one, this purple. Oops, this one. And my tummy makes noise. He's hungry, but I'm not letting him eat because I'm making a video. So please don't bother me. Stupid bastard. A mustard bastard with lemon cake. Sometimes I speak like a 5-year-old because I'm making this video, and it takes a lot of time, and I like to talk nonsense sometimes. Okay, let's with this one. Okay, I think this method is much faster, so I'm going to keep doing with this method until the end of the stitches, till the end of a word. World. few more seconds, minutes, a few more minutes, a few more minutes. Okay, now let's pull the strings. Not that good. Let's pull this a little further. Let's pull this a little bit backwards. Let's check. Okay, it's fine. Check over here. Okay, it's good enough. Over here. Okay. Okay, so I've made a stitch and also I've glued some glue here because this string was cut off somehow. So just put glue, strong glue, and I hope it's going to keep it like that. And I'm going to make one last stitch and that's it for this video. So let's make a stitch. Now let's do like we done before, so all the strings that are at the left, we're going to weave everything over under simultaneously, and then doing one by one to the other side. Make sure that you have it like that. Okay, let's now weave one string on the right side here. So this one. And now we've one of the following string, this one on the left side. So we need to first find my thingy so we can make the loops to weave it much faster. We need to create the loops before that. Okay, done it. Now putting it through the loops and pulling the strings. Take the string and now repulling the loops. So we have the fourth string. Now we need to have another one from the right side and weave it from here, and also need to find the long string here. Okay, so these two needs to stay at the center and weave over under now. Okay, and now from the left side Okay, let's pull again, do the same thing until we finish the stitch. Okay, let's move these two to the center. Okay, now let's continue. Have another 4 strings to weave. Okay. Last two strings to weave. Stuck inside, so let's pull it again harder. I think it will be much easier like that. Let's try now, and it's much easier now. Okay, so now last string to weave. We need to re-pull it again. Okay, so finding the last loops, and that's it. And now let's pull all the strings. That's it. Okay, I think that's it. Maybe this also. Okay. So that's it for today, I think. Next time I'm going to continue more and maybe add even more strings, maybe another string on this side. And that's it for today. So see you next time. Bye bye.